Yes, I'm watching you. So, I think you learned the lesson now. I think she learned the lesson. Anyway, afternoon world, welcome to Sunday, 4th of the 5th, May already. So if you wonder what that was about, we have some holiday lets next door, and quite often people come and stay, and that's okay, and quite often those people will come and use the footpaths, and that's okay. You know, they respect them now. But just sometimes you get people come out there and they have absolutely no idea about the countryside and dogs and stuff like that. So yesterday, lady who walked in there came out with her two fellas. I presume one was husband and husband's friend or something. And the dog was wandering around everywhere, and I had to have words. So I think I got the message across. But it annoys me that I have to speak to people, that people are still ignorant and stupid or don't care. But I think she's learned. He certainly learned. Anyway, I got a couple of little things to do down here. I've been out this afternoon, or most of the day, this morning with my dad. This afternoon, doing a bit of editing and office work. Still doing my red tractor stuff. Reading, which is depressing. But yeah, actually, while I got a chance, I'm just going to shut that gate down there. All right, you lot. Someone's been digging holes. Right, they're still not happy about not being let out, but day after tomorrow is part 1 TB test, and I just daren't. All right, you can come back in a minute. The one good thing about letting them out there, it doesn't have to put off people with dogs, because, yeah, enough said. Anyway, it was a very pleasant couple of hours out with me dad this morning. Went over to see him as usual, made him his coffee, got him up all ready to go out for lunch. And we went out in his little Kubota again, went around the barley, looked at the site where Reg and I have had a bit of a tidy up, and we called in to see Samantha at the cottage. Dave's not there this weekend, he's in Scotland. I'm pretty sure if he knew he'd been getting the cottage, he may not have gone, but it was a trip they'd organised in February, bought and paid for, so he kind of had to go. But yeah, we went and had a drink and a half an hour visit with Sam. It was very nice. That's it. Only 2 more left after that one. Could have done with a couple more, but doesn't matter. Cattle are going to be in Tuesday for TB. They're going to have to stay in, probably. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. But I'll probably give them a couple of these nicer bales of hay for when they come in. What they're getting on the other side is a bit coarse. They ain't that fond of it. But if we run out of silage, then we will give them one of the nicer bales of hay in the feed at this end, so they don't get too upset. That was you're having it. It wasn't accepting the spike, but it really was a case of you're having it. I know you've seen me do this dozens of times, but this is the job, isn't it? This is what we do. It's not what we should be doing. We shouldn't be doing this at all. We shouldn't be doing TB. We shouldn't have the problem. Cattle shouldn't be in, they should all be out on the grass. But our grass here still hasn't started. Our heavy clay soil doesn't like this dry weather. Right, that was easy enough. It's one of those things that while they're out in the field, it's just easy to shut them out. Remove any risk of anything escaping. Okay, you have to stand back a bit. Oh, they've broken another post down here, I see. I missed that. Maybe a job for tomorrow. Right, next on the list, let's put that back up there. So as you've already noticed from the lack of content today, well, I haven't done a lot today, so there's really not much to share with you. I might have to add this to yesterday's or tomorrow to make up something. Did it take long, did it? Okay. Done. Right, that's it. That's kind of it for the day. There's not much more I can share. Before I came out and did this, I finished the last video in the series that I've made with reference to the little Merlot 27.6. Great little machine. I have made a final review video, which basically I've taken snippets from all 3 days that I had the machine and compressed it down into one 20-minute or half an hour video. So for those of you that complained about me doing that with the Kubota, thinking that I was, trying to pull a fast one, I'm not. Trevor got it right. If I'm going to get dealers or manufacturers to lend me a machine to play with for a few days for free, they're not hiring it to me, they're lending it me to play with, the least I can do is actually give them a review. And that's what I did with the Kubota, and I've done the same thing with the Merlot. So the review video is, as much as anything else, not for my everyday viewers. It is for either new viewers, people who are searching for reviews on that machine mark, and I suppose ultimately for the dealer and the manufacturer, by way of saying thank you for trusting me with your machine and letting me have a play with it and letting me talk to you guys about it. So I had complaints with the Kubota video. One or two of you got quite upset, but please remember, if the dealers don't want to lend me stuff and the manufacturers don't want to let me review stuff, I'll have nothing to review or talk to you about. So before anybody complains anymore about any more reviews, things I can do, which I'll do again in the future, just remember, it's for your benefit. Yes, you've seen it all before. And yes, there's clips and you saw that bit and you saw that, but But that's the video, the review video, that's the one that's gonna get me something else to show you and share with you. So yeah, before you're too quick to judge me in the future, just remember that. Right. I'm gonna go and have a cup of tea.